Prince Andrew's decision to share a message about his time in the Falklands via his ex-wife's Instagram page shows how clueless he is to how the public now view him, a royal expert has claimed. The Queen's son wrote more than 700 words in 3 posts on Sarah Ferguson's social media page, saying he came back from the war a changed man. He signed it off HRH the Duke of York, despite being banned from using the His Royal Highness title by the monarch after the dramatic fallout from his civil case and the scandal surrounding his friendship with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. It was later edited to remove the HRH, but the posts were deleted completely within a couple of hours. The post came just days after Andrew raised eyebrows when he walked into Prince Philip's memorial service arm in arm with his mother, taking a lead role despite stepping back from all official royal duties. Like many royal watchers, author Robert Jobson was left baffled by Andrew's Falklands statement and is unsure what he hoped to achieve. He tells, "I am not one of those who slam Prince Andrew because it is the latest, and perhaps easiest, media target. When I broke the exclusive story that he would accompany the Queen to the Thanksgiving service for Prince Philip at Westminster Abbey, I was more sympathetic than most because I knew the truth. Where some supposedly informed reporters were happy to be spoon-fed by palace spin doctors, I knew it was something the Queen had wanted and asked him to do. She hadn't, despite the common palace-briefed narrative, been bullied into it by her son. Far from it. But the Duke of York's bizarre decision to try to bolster his own image by waffling on about his Falklands War experiences on his ex-wife's Instagram account and also use the HRH title that has been stripped from him to sign off was an odd move. I remember well his bravery in that conflict 40 years ago. He showed death-defying courage in a war that claimed the lives of many brave young men. I remember his triumphant return too, the picture of the single rose in his mouth. Yes, for him they were better times for the then dashing young prince and serviceman. But quite what he was trying to achieve by reminding everyone of them I don't know. It was weird. It made the Duke look more than a little desperate for public recognition. I know Andrew is all over the place emotionally at the moment. He is being ably and lovingly supported by Sarah, his ex-wife who shares his royal home, Royal Lodge, and his daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie. Despite returning to the spotlight last week for Philip's service of Thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey, Robert believes Andrew will never have bounced back. Insiders say he desperately seeks. He says, he needs, in truth, to lay low for now. Any rehabilitation, whilst unlikely, will take time. Personally I doubt it is possible. He, despite the multi-million-dollar payoff to his sex case accuser Virginia Gifford, still believes he is innocent, but circumstances meant he could not clear his name. Millions of others, due to his awful TV appearance with Emily Maitlis and his association with evil sex offender Epstein, believe he is damned. His ramblings about the Falklands, where we accept he fought with courage, shows how out of touch he is. He seems clueless about what people really think of him these days, a far cry from those days as the handsome and faded naval officer and pilot. It is unclear if this was a shameless comeback pitch or a last hurrah, by reminding people that he was once a war hero. But a return to public life for the 62-year-old Shang and it won't happen. Even if the Queen has forgiven her favorite son, and believes in him, powerful figures in the palace corridors haven't. Not have the public. Senior courtiers have made it clear to him and the Queen that there is no way back for him. Many have been briefing against him, as they see it as their duty to protect the monarchy. Future Kings Prince Charles and Prince William back that view too. I was not surprised when the desperate post was deleted. Robert also believes that Fergie and Andrew's decision to work together to share this message gives an insight into the state of their relationship. He said, Sarah Ferguson has been among Andrew's most loyal of friends. Using her Instagram was, however, an error of judgment, perhaps down to her exuberance. She believes in him. Perhaps the best thing for them to do is to remarry and find happiness out of the public eye together, and walk away from any hope of returning to representing the crown in the future. Meanwhile, royal expert Katie Nichols suggested the decision to have Andrew Walker send a double message to the world and senior royal family members like Prince Charles and Prince William. Speaking to True Royalty's The Royal Beat, Ms. Nichols said, they knew the result of this. This was the Queen's way of showing two things. One, that the buck stops with her, and she makes the decisions, and secondly that she believes he's innocent. She made the point very, very clearly. She continued, but Charles and William were very aware of the perspective, of the optics of this. Unfortunately, this picture, of Prince Andrew escorting the Queen, has overtaken what should have been a memorial to a great man.